so that we're not focused on, oh, I'm going to this thing. Hopefully I'll meet a guy. You walk into the room, you scan the room, you go, nope, bunch of losers. And I've just wasted my evening. Hey, Lovebirds. Today, another episode of Free Love Advice. And this time, we're talking about online dating and how it could kind of blow. It sucks. It can suck, especially when your intentions are in the wrong place. When you're using dating apps to kill time or to get an ego boost, well, then it's not surprising that you're not really finding what you're looking for, because there's a good chance that you sort of attract the kind of energy that you put out. And at the same time, what are we supposed to do? Online dating is the quote unquote easy solution, right? Just fire up an app, find someone to go on a date with. Hopefully you'll get along. Most probably you won't. And repeat ad nauseum until you meet the love of your life. Supposedly, that's how it's supposed to work. And it's hard when you've got societal pressure to meet a partner and to move on to the next phase of your life, especially when you're looking around and seeing all of your friends building relationships and families, and you've been single for a long time. I can relate. And sometimes online dating just doesn't work for you. So what do you do? What else can you do? What did people do before dating apps? Instead of phoning it in, let's do something different. Let's talk about a few ways to meeting new people. And let's explore this concept that to look for your life partner can be extremely disappointing and also not the best way of finding your life partner. So today, free love advice, online dating sucks. What else are we going to do? My name is Sean Galanos, and this is The Love Drive. So who are these people that are having all these amazing dating experiences that you're talking about?
Well, it has to be, people have to be succeeding somehow, because it's still like online dating is a thing. And maybe friends, I've talked to some friends that will go on a date with a person, and then all of a sudden they're dating. And I'm just like, why is it that I go on a date with a person and then never hear from them again? Or it just fizzles out. Like, it just seems that single people that I know, or single women, are going on multiple dates with people, and maybe have like a roster of guys that they're seeing. And I can't seem to get on board with that, or it's just not working with me. And yeah, I just have a hard time connecting with people. At least that's what I think it is, because I have no other explanation.
Have you spent any time thinking about what could be happening?
Yeah, I think about it a lot.
Do you have any theories that you might want to share with me?
My personality, I think, is good. And the only thing I can think of is I'm not super bubbly, and I'm not an open book right away. So I don't know if men find me hard to read, but even at the end of a date, if I have a good time, I'll tell them. And I'm pretty honest with whether or not I want to see them again, even afterwards, or I'll tell them at the end of the date. So I don't know. I feel like maybe I feel like I'm supposed to be a certain way, and I'm not that way. And I don't, and I also don't think I should change in that situation.
I would have a hard time with you if you were bubbly.
Yeah.
So I don't think bubbly is a requirement for getting a second date.
Or flirting. I think I'm not good at flirting. I think I generally don't know how to flirt with people. So there's that as well. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know how to date people.
I mean, maybe walk me through one of these dates.
Typically it would be, I guess, getting a drink. That's kind of an average thing.
Yeah.
Have a drink and a chat, and like I find it difficult to have conversations with people where I have to pull information out of them or where I feel like I'm interviewing a person. That doesn't work for me, but I've found myself in some of those situations. So that's a type of date I've been on. Or I think I do what other people do, where you just go on a date and you talk and you get to know the person. And then at the end, you kind of decide if you want to see them again. And that's.
And then what happens? Do you say, oh, I had a really nice time tonight, I'd like to see you again? And they're like, yeah, cool, that sounds great. Let's make that happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then what happens?
I might text with them for a little bit or message them for a little bit, and then it gets a little bit more sparse and like nothing is planned. And then it's just like, all right, well, that's gone now.
Right. They like slow fade.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily a ghost where somebody will just ignore me. Like usually the men that I meet are some of them have been pretty honest by saying like, nah, I don't feel a connection. And it's like, all right, I can respect that, because I would stay the same. And I would stay the same, and I'm not hurt by that type of thing. But yeah, it's like, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do this again. Yeah, for sure. And then crickets, or just kind of good. They just disappear. And I'm kind of okay with it, because it's like a slow fade, and they're probably not thinking anything of it. And I don't know. And I've tried going off brand with my dates, like trying to pick men that I'm not normally attracted to. I've done all the things that I think I should do. So,
have you asked for the second date?
What do you mean asked for it? Like said, like fixed it up?
Yeah, set it up.
Like sort of plan.
Yeah, like planned it or invited.
Yeah, I have. And for example, the last person that I was going to see, he was like really into it. Like he was the one messaging me. We had planned a second date, and then on a Saturday, and then we confirmed it in the morning. It was all good, and then bailed like an hour before. I think that's crazy.
That is deplorable behavior.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm meeting crazy people or something. I don't know what's going on, because I don't know.
I think your experience probably isn't as abnormal as you think it is.
That's good to know.
I don't have the data to back it up, but in my experience, online dating has been. Is this where you're meeting the most of the majority of the people?
Always online.
Okay, yeah. The stakes are so low. People just aren't invested. And
why?
But why? What?
Why is it so difficult to find a person that's on the same page as me, where they're there's lots of people that are on these apps, and it's in 4 years I haven't been able to find someone on the same page as me. I think that's strange.
I don't know if that's strange. I think I've had a very similar situation as yours, where I've been single for a long time, and I've been on those apps for a long time as well. And generally, I just don't find, it's hard to say this, so I'm going to say it. I find that the caliber is kind of low in terms of not the individual, but their investment. They're just not invested, because there's like an infinite number of people after. So if they find anything wrong, like your elbow skin is a little off tint, they're like, nah, I can't do it. Can't get hard.
That's like Seinfeld stuff. That's like finding these weird things that are just a good reason to not see someone.
Yeah, and it's really sad. It's really sad. And I also hear that you sort of wish that people showed up in a different way. That showed up like with more respect.
That, and I wish that people gave me some time to get to know them or get to know me, because I'm not an open book right away, and typically do better with people that get to know me a little bit more. Like I don't know. People just don't have time. They don't have time to get to know anyone. And that's frustrating.
Yeah. You unfold maybe slower than some.
Yes, exactly.
And I think people on these dating sites, I don't want to say all people because it's not true, but some, maybe even most, are looking for a quick connection. And they're looking for this thing. They're looking for chemistry. And if they don't feel it right away, they're out. And some of them have a hard time saying no. So they're saying, yeah, let's do it. Yeah. And what they really mean is, no, I'm not interested. So you've got some fizzlers and you've got some tire kickers and tire kickers. They're just like kicking the tires, but they're not like motivated.
Yeah.
Unless you're a sports car.
Right.
And most of us aren't sports cars.
So then where does one meet a person where they can connect with if it's not like I don't like online dating. I don't like it.
So
it's not fun.
Yeah. So why are you doing it?
Because otherwise people don't approach me. Men don't approach me unless they're like maybe drunk or a little bit crazy. And it's just, and I'm not the type of person that would go up to somebody and talk to them, because it also feels like everybody is already married. In my window of men that I'd be interested in, they're all married.
They're not.
Well, where are they? On dating apps? Like,
some of them are on dating apps. Yeah, it feels like they're all married, but they're not. I guarantee you, they're not all married. So, it's really risky to approach women in public. So most people don't do that, and I don't blame them. People don't get picked up anymore, and that's probably a good thing.
No,
probably a good thing. Except for in your case, maybe when you kind of wish you did get picked up a little bit more.
Yeah, why not? Meeting somebody in a coffee shop is probably a fantasy that everybody has. Or I don't like going to raging bars, so scratch that off the list.
Meeting people in bars is the worst.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, that's a fantasy a little bit. Meeting the woman or the guy in a coffee shop.
Yeah, it's a nice story, like, to think of and want to happen.
It's not realistic.
No.
So where does that leave us?
Probably firing up the dating app in like another week after I'm over my being sick of it, just for something to do, to look at, or as sometimes it's just an ego stroke. Yeah.
I'm hearing your motivations are a little askew with the dating apps as well. Fire it up because you're bored.
Yeah. That's how it is now.
Yeah. So whenever I've fired up the old dating apps because I've been bored, I never meet anybody that I connect with because I'm coming at it from the wrong place. And you know how many people are firing it up because they're bored? The other people are doing the same
Probably all
thing.
the people that I'm meeting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got two jaded, bored people that aren't willing to put the work in. And I'm not saying you're not willing to put the work in. You're talking to me now. That's willingness.
Yeah. And I tip it, like, I vet people. It's not like I'm like, okay, let's just meet right now.
You're not desperate.
I try and talk, like, I talk to people. I get a good feeling for someone. And then I think, yeah, I do want to meet this person. So it's not that bad.
And dating is, you sort of get what you put into it. And right now, I'm hearing online dating is not working for you.
Correct.
I just wish there was another way.
What did we do before online dating?
Oh, that's such a great question. Thank you for asking. Yeah. What did we do before online dating?
I don't know, because I wasn't single during that time.
Oh. Well, gosh, I feel like we could probably brainstorm here some ways in which where you could meet new people.
Yeah, I'd like to get a dog. I would love to get a dog. Then I can go to a dog park and chat with dog people. But I'm allergic to dogs.
Well, you're not allergic to doodles, are you?
I'm allergic to all doodles and all dogs.
All dogs?
All dogs, every single one.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, scratch that.
Yeah.
No dogs for you. That's a great way, by the way.
Yeah, it is a great way.
It's one of the best ways. But a lot of people live in places where they can't have dogs. So I don't rely on just having, being able to just get a dog. And also, P.S., I got a dog and I was single for like 5 years. So.
But you probably got to chat with people in dog parks and maybe.
I did.
Did you go on any dates with any of those people?
I didn't. It's amazing how useless my dog has been at helping me get dates.
Oh.
But also, I just get annoyed at dog conversation. I thought it was the best for like a year, and now I think it's so boring.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
What's your dog's name? How old is he? He doesn't fetch? Oh, he fetches? Oh. That's basically it. Okay, so that's out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else we got? I'm going to make you do most of the work here, and then I'll throw some.
Really? So I'm guessing on what people did before dating apps happened.
Yeah, you're also a very smart person. I can tell. You seem smart and well-adjusted.
Thanks.
You shouldn't be having a hard time.
So
first of all, whoever you're meeting is blowing it.
Yeah, that's what I like to think.
I think so. But also maybe you're doing some really weird, highly egregious thing that I couldn't tell.
In person, like what I'm doing on the dates?
Yeah, some weird thing.
I don't know about that. I try and be not weird on the dates.
You seem pretty self-aware. And I think that any single man that is hearing this is probably thinking, gosh, I really wish I could meet a person like that. She seems really smart and well-adjusted and self-aware.
Maybe we have met and went on one date.
And you did that weird thing.
Yeah, maybe, that I don't know about because I don't get any feedback. Nobody tells me.
Well, people don't give people feedback. I've always wanted to do like a dating app where you can leave reviews.
That would be soul crushing and
it's
good at the same time.
It's a terribly awesome idea.
Okay.
So not dog parks.
Clubs, like a meetup thing. I've done that. I've gone to meetup clubs and things.
And things, yeah.
Well, like I've gone to like a wine tasting thing. That's a common interest. Or I put myself alone in a different country and tried to do that. And like I've
That's not a great way of meeting someone that lives in your area.
But I lived I lived over there for a while.
Oh, okay.
So they were in my area.
I went to Greece. I didn't meet anybody that lives where I live.
Yeah, no, I was there and I didn't know if I was going to stay there. That was a different time. I was open to staying there. That could have happened, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm part of a gym.
It's really hard to approach people at gyms.
But it's like a weightlifting club. So it's like we chat, like it's a community. So it's not just you're at Good Life lifting weights. It's kind of, so it's like, it's a community.
Private lifting club.
Yes.
I've heard about those. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it's fun, but everyone's married or they don't like women. So.
Right. They probably have nice abs though.
Yeah, of course.
CrossFit gay men.
Yeah.
Gay men who do CrossFit.
That's what it is.
Ugh. Okay, well, that's not good.
And I don't know what else is there to do.
It's worth exploring. Like, what are you wanting to get out of your life that you don't already have? That's not a date.
I know what I have the answer for that.
Oh, what is it?
I want a partner who is like a best friend, but also a lover. And we have a common goal and enjoy each other's company and also do independent things and respect our independence but also want to hang out together. And, I'm not expecting somebody to make me happy in it by any means, because I'm good at being on my own. I'm not feeling sad or anything or lonely. It's just it would be nice. I know what it's like having a partner and being in a long thing, and I know what worked there and I know what doesn't work. So I miss having that connection with somebody who really knows me and I know him very well. I miss that. That's what I want.
I hear that. And also what I meant was, what do you want out of life that's not like another person? Because to have a partner, you got to go on a date, right? So let's remove that. What else are you wanting to accomplish with your life?
Oh, I don't know. Just general contentness with my life, but I'm not unhappy. So that's.
I'm going to ask this question in a different way. Maybe I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's end of the day. I get it. What do you want? Like, is there something that you want to learn to do? Is there what other parts of your life do you want to work on that's not this partner thing?
Sorry, I'm thinking.
No, it's okay. Take your time. I phrased this question totally fucking weird, by the way. And I could have just given you what I'm thinking of, but instead I've made you do a bunch of weird work. But we'll see what you come up with anyways.
I don't know. I don't think I have an answer. I don't have a good answer.
So going to one wine tasting, it's unlikely that you're going to meet somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what can you add to your life where you see new people, but on a regular basis? So like the gym is a perfect example, except for you belong to a private lifting gym and everyone's either gay or married. What else can you incorporate into your life that will give you like pleasure, that will stretch you a little bit, like you'll learn a new thing, and will put you into freaking contact with new people?
I think I could take a class of some sort.
Yes, you could.
Like a creative class, or I've some other sort of adult education thing, like a wine class. I've taken wine courses in the past. It's not a tasting. It's like a proper education.
Right.
I do like after work things. Like I do like after work classes.
Yeah. That's also, I think, how people used to meet people. It's not like the one-off at the coffee shop. It's the regular attendance at a thing with new people that sometimes, hopefully, people cycle in and out. That's even better, but not required.
Yeah, that makes sense, because then you kind of see the same people over and over again.
You can build connections, and at the same time, you're building up your competencies, right? You're doing something that either brings you pleasure, stretches you and forces you to grow in some amazing way, challenges you, so that we're not focused on, oh, I'm going to this thing, hopefully I'll meet a guy. You walk into the room, you scan the room, you go, nope, bunch of losers, and I've just wasted my evening.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
So what we're talking about here is like adding things to your life that make your life more fulfilling, whether there's a partner there or not. And at the same time, might have people that new people that you can run into.
Yeah.
It's about growing our social circle. And this is so not as efficient as online dating. It's about as far as you can get from online dating, because you have no idea who shows up and if they're even single and if they're even attracted to you and or attractive to you. This is not the quickest way to a date, but this is one way in which you can make your life more fulfilling.
Yeah. It's a good way.
And it takes the pressure off of having to find a partner. I have zero doubt that you will find that thing that you were looking for. It's just not on your timeline.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
But does 4 years sound like a long time?
I don't know, man. I was talking to this woman. I just did this 3-day facilitation workshop because I want to start facilitating live events. You can come to one of my live events whenever I start facilitating them.
Sweet.
Actually, I want to do a live event for single people.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, where we learn intimacy and relating and communication skills around meeting new people, but everyone who's there happens to also be single.
That's a good idea.
I think it'll be so fun.
Yeah. I'm down.
Okay, cool. So this woman, I introduced myself as a love coach. People always come up to me to like talk to me about it. And this woman, she goes, man, I really need to talk to you. And I go, okay, great. So some stranger is going to share with me what's going on with them. I'm used to it. And she goes, I've been single for a year and it's just really devastating. I don't know what to do.
Year?
Yeah, exactly. 1 year. And I go, oh, I've been single for 5 years. And her jaw dropped. And I kind of had to say, your poker face is not great. Your poker face sucks. So it's all relative. Yeah, 4 years, it's a long time because I know what that feels like.
And like super single, mega single.
Dude, I wanted to have a t-shirt made it said super celibate on the front. But I like mega single even better.
The singlest.
The most single person I know. Yeah. With an arrow pointing to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a long time. It's totally a long time. And it sucks.
Yeah.
And it's not forever. And what you've been doing has not been working.
It hasn't.
And it's totally okay to own that and be like, yo, I gave this a good old college try.
Yeah.
It's not giving me the results I need.
Yep. Correct. Exactly.
And you can just really feel confident in that decision that shit is not for you right now. It might be it might be later. If you will probably turn a corner where you are feeling yourself and you are ready and it's not just to kill time and things will be different.
Yeah. Maybe.
My suggestion is to take a break from dating or trying to date or looking. Even though it's hard to say that because it's been so long. But there's pressure for you to find somebody. Self-imposed pressure.
Yeah.
Societal pressure also, right?
Societal.
Yeah. Yeah. Family, who knows? Family, your friends, maybe some of your friends are, married with children and
yeah, that's a big thing too, is seeing lots of people move forward and move on in these worlds and in their own worlds and their own relationships and families and stuff. And then I feel like I'm happy that I don't have to deal with some of the stuff that they have, but at the same time, just so different from them.
So much laundry.
Yeah, so much laundry. And no sleeping in. I know there's perks. I understand that there's perks.
Sleeping in. Forget it. Forget it. Also with a dog, you can sleep in a little bit, but you can't sleep in all the way.
No, I know.
Can't wake up at 11 like lost.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Also, it's important to recognize that for a long time, you had the kind of relationship that people were envious of.
I know that for sure.
A lot of people looked at you thinking, I wish I had what she has.
That's true. You're very true.
So, it's like I don't know, I just read this thing. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 10.
Mm-hmm. It always feels like that. Yeah.
Anything. I try to compare myself to me a year ago, and I am winning so hard. But if I compare myself to Elon Musk, I'm a deadbeat. Like, professionally.
Yeah.
Not in other ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Comparisons don't help.
No. If I left you in the next few minutes, how would I be leaving you?
You'd be leaving me in a good state. I like having that kind of sort of not a permission, but I like having somebody understand that I just don't want to do that dating approach anymore. And I like that understanding there. So that makes me feel good. And the suggestions for classes are trying to see people on the regular as opposed to just doing one-off things that you don't see someone ever again. So I like those suggestions.
One-off is cool too. Like weird workshops.
Yeah.
Weird, like 5-hour, like a Saturday workshop where you get sort of vulnerable, especially if it's like kind of a juicy workshop.
Mm-hmm.
You can make some really powerful connections in a very short period of time.
What's a juicy workshop?
I mean, I just did this art of facilitation where we learned how to lead live events, and we had to like facilitate fucking exercises with 30 people that we didn't know. So it was intense, but juicy workshops. I mean, I've been to some cuddle parties, some things that are a little bit more intimate, some tantra stuff, some shadow work stuff. These are events that you can show up to single, and I'm sure there are some in your area. Actually, I know of a few groups in your area, by the way.
Okay.
That I can send you privately.
Okay.
So there are these workshops that aren't necessarily on an ongoing basis, but that will connect you with people at a really intimate level, which could be interesting for you actually, because you are sort of, you unfold a little bit slowly, and you could unfold slowly in these spaces as well if they're well contained.
Mm-hmm. I'm also kind of shy. That's the thing. Like I'm a bit shy with new people. So. Yeah.
And when there's often these workshops have opening circles, and you could just say like, hey, my name is whatever. Just FYI, I'm kind of shy with new people. So if I'm not talking to you, it's not because I don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
And just say that already. People will probably come and talk to you, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Cool.
I feel hopeful.
Thanks.
How do you feel about all this?
I feel hopeful. I still feel a little bit pessimistic sometimes, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to take it as it comes.
What else can you do?
Try new things.
It was a rhetorical question, but I like that you took it literal.
Oh, okay.
It was more like, yeah, what else can you do? What else can you do? But
oh no.
Yeah. Try new things, and ask your last 3. Also you can ask your friends to set you up.
I've tried that.
Yeah.
Recently, I've tried that. I told them, tell me if you have any single friends, and they say I reached out and they don't know anyone. I'm like, okay, that didn't help.
I said that for the benefit of other people, but I'm glad that you tried it.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't know that you had, but
no, I did.
That's all I got.
Okay. Me too.
This seems like an appropriate place to end.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Lovebirds. Thank you for spending this time with me and my mystery free love advice recipient today. And if you want to find out about what's coming down the Love Drive pipeline, the best way to do that is to get on the newsletter, because I am working on a group coaching program called Desires, Needs, and Boundaries. So how to figure out what is a desire, what is a need? How do you communicate that? How do you get them met? Also, what's the difference between a boundary and an ultimatum? How to communicate those with respect and love. Also, I do really want to do some live events where we talk about like how to start conversations with new people, how to interact in a playful yet intimate way. And these events would be for single people. And then once you learn the thing, you can go practice the thing. That's my goal. It's one of them, at least. And also, why not? Let's do some mega single t-shirts, or some super celibate t-shirts, or some for Lovebirds only t-shirts. And so to find out about that, get on the newsletter, thelovedrive.com/newsletter. And as soon as I have information to share, I will share it with you in a very respectful, spam-free, light touch kind of way. Have a beautiful week.